Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will go on the attack first. They'll give it to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Still on his feet at the 45. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Coffee. A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Flips it out to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. With the catch, it's Bass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Bringing it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Missouri Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these 2 running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have 2 guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just Dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got his man downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Got it in the middle, it's Barry. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mizzou! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Nice job. Executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Back to pass, it's Whedon. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Off the play fake. He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run the draw. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback?
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to
tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He's in open space downfield. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll try the run. Gets it past the marker. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking for an open area to his left. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big game on offense.
He's down at the 1, and they almost have the touchdown pass on that one. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Off-play action on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Pitts. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice game. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And
there he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet.
When your run game's working like this early in the game, man, it makes everything so easy. And after big runs like that, watch for this offense to come back and attack some play action down the field.
From the gun, running back on the move. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got it in the middle. It's Pitts. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The lone back's got it. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness, getting to the end zone. Nice run.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Syracuse. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declared. Stopped in the backfield.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
They'll leave it with him. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got him downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Pitts. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Whedon. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This time he's got his man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room into the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands. It's Barry.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on 1st down from the 40. air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield, it's Whedon. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half. A lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot. But here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen. Force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Fellas at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
It's complete. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Barry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Scanning the field. It's Whedon. Pucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Caught in the backfield. It's Pitts. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a... going out of bounds.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They just keep firing. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Handoff to the single back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
On the option. Touchdown, Rebels! Great job by the back on the option. The offense did exactly what it needed to do. Oh, they blocked it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Gonna swing it on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. Over. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to bowl his way in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They go to the ground. There he goes. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's up of 15 and a first down for this offense.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? We'll see as we start the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Flynn. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Complete to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, oh, mess. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that third down.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Got his man quickly. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Out of the gun, the inside give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barry. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Pitts. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
That's caught. It's Pitts. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks.
X going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Barrels ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. But I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The give out of the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
The play action fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 1-0.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Holds it in on the left. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Power football with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Finding open areas. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Whedon. He's going for a big play downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He'll go out of bounds at his own 10-yard line, and that was hardly the return they were looking for. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Wants to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Missouri will have to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.